Hey guys, Brandon Woldham with CCM Magazine hanging out here in Nashville with Erskin Music. How are you, man?
I'm doing well. Doing well. Excited to be back.
Good. So you've been in here a couple times. The first time was in the very early stages of this little
Yes.
CCM Cafe. So I think we got to start with people watching this that may not know the Erskin name. Here in Nashville, we know it. We see it pop up all the time, but not all these people.
In Nashville, they
Yeah,
know
not
my
all these
name.
people are from Nashville. So let's start with just the Erskin story.
Yeah, so just excited. I've been here for about 11 years now. It's hard to imagine coming here and kind of like the CCM Cafe, you guys morphed and kind of changed spaces and have done different things. And that has certainly been the story as I've, come here with my family and just wanted to write songs like many people that are out there, wanted to do music for the Lord and see where that could go. And literally the Lord has been faithful in that process to give us albums, songs, concepts, and ways of going about reaching people for Jesus. And so it's been a journey, as many artists would probably tell you, but it has been a faithful journey, the Lord leading us to where we're at today.
Yeah, a lot of new songs out there over these years since your last appearance in here. Let's talk about the two you played today. Give a little story behind the song of those two tracks.
Yeah, so there's a song called Never Gives Up, and I actually wrote that song with Yancey, not Nancy, who just received a Dove Award for one of her
children's, yeah.
Yeah, children's music. And so we were talking, she's been doing music for 25 years as an independent artist. And a lot of times independent artists are kind of like, well, maybe you're still trying to do music, but you're not really at that level where you could do it professionally. And she's felt some of that over the years, and we were talking in the studio, and she said, it seems like sometimes we get overlooked. It seems like, things don't materialize when you think they would. And as we started talking about the concept of that, we started really centering in on the idea that the Lord never gives up on us. No matter where we're at in that journey, the Lord is still with us, and the Lord is still making things happen, and even things that we don't know are happening behind the scenes. And so it's been rewarding to see her start to now get some of the rewards for her labors over the years. But this was a song that was kind of born out of that moment of saying, Lord, are you still there? Are you still listening? Are you still around? And then confirming the fact that he is indeed.
Yeah. And this other song you played today, you've been taking it around the world, not just around America. Right?
Yeah, so I hadn't recorded that song yet. So this is kind of one of the fresh recordings that we have of that song. But we've just been playing it because I started a tour called the Jesus Story Tour. I was concerned because I'd heard some reports that America is somewhere hanging around less than 5% biblical literacy, which means that people don't know the basic storyline of the Bible anymore. And there's obviously a lot of people who do. But as I'm going around in different audiences, I feel like it would be irresponsible of me not to take some time to share with people the story of creation for just a few moments. Why things are broken in this world, the fall, how God made things right in this world through Jesus, and that he's coming back, and that just sort of bookends of the Jesus story was what I wanted to talk to people about as I'm going around and playing music. And then I thought to myself, well, why haven't I written a song called The Jesus Story? And so I wrote a song called Jesus Story, and so we're just playing that now and just trying to see how the Lord will use all of those different things, song and melody and scripture and lyric, to reach people.
And you've taken some of these messages online, too. You've got a little live show / podcast. I'm not sure. What exactly do you call that? Is it a podcast or it's a live show?
I don't know. The term is used interchangeably, as you well know. A podcast can be a podcast with live video, or a podcast can just be audio. The Erskin Music Show is now in its 9th season.
Wow.
I cannot believe that. And so we started during COVID and started just trying to figure out a way that we could interact with people who were going to be in their house watching screens. And I just decided I really love this format. And I don't know if it's just because I love to hear myself talk, but I love this format of having a topic that I can just put out there and talk about and then have people engage the topic. And it's almost like having a conversation that sometimes we so desperately need to have. There's some really sensitive things that we need to be talking about. And I feel like a lot of times we need to normalize those conversations so that it's not uncomfortable when we just throw out a topic that everybody else is kind of like, I don't know if we should be talking about that. No, let's talk about it. And let's decide that we're going to love each other enough to be able to figure out, even if we disagree, we're going to be able to move forward. It will be okay.
Yeah. I've skimmed maybe 5 episodes of it, and it seems like every episode is way different, very different topics. It's not just one topic that you're zoning in on. Every episode's a little bit different.
Yeah, and so the algorithm kind of helps me find a little bit of a lane there, because if people are talking about it, then I need to be talking about it and try to give a biblical worldview for some of the things that we're experiencing in the world. And it's funny, you were talking about the world tour part of this. I just got back from India and Senegal, and it's amazing that even different places in the world, they still talk about American politics. They still talk about American culture. And so those things are just relevant anywhere that you go, whether it be in the United States or whether it be overseas.
Mm-hmm. And there's some more new music on the way, too. I've heard some Christmas tunes maybe in the works.
The calendar and the cold is going to flip over to November and December, and as it gets colder and people start to really focus on Christ and Advent season, we wanted to do a song called Love Has Come. We have done it now. It is recorded, and I'm excited to be able to present that to people. I just want to say, for all the people who are watching this guy is awesome. He does such an incredible job, and CCM Magazine has been one of those places that you guys already know it, but this guy has just put in so much work to let people know about people like myself who, I'm not in all the big magazines that are out there and all the broadcasts that are out there, but we've had a relationship and been able to do some things together. So I'm honored, and I do thank you for taking the time to share Erskin music with the folks that are out there.
Yeah, and people are watching this, they want to listen to Erskin, they want to watch Erskin. What's all those .coms and socials?
Yeah, so erskinmusic.com, just go there and you should be all right. It'll lead you to all the Facebook links and YouTube and all the different things. But you should like and subscribe to the Erskin Music Show.
Yeah, and if they're watching this and they're like, what is he saying, Erskin? How do you spell Erskin?
Erskin, music, and the Erskin Music Show. Like and subscribe and share it with your friends.
All right, thanks for hanging with us, man.
Thank you so much.